Good morning everybody, and welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. Club. And this morning, as usual, I come to you from another special location here in Sydney. I'm showcasing the beauty of the city that I live in, my beautiful city of Sydney. And today I come to you from Hyde Park. And there in the icona on the screen you can see the magnificent St Mary's Cathedral, and in front of St Mary's Cathedral is the Archibald Fountain. I'll get closer so you can see it. But it's a beautiful morning, it's a beautiful winter's morning. It's mild, the birds are singing, the sky is slowly lightening up and getting brighter, and it's the start of another beautiful day with opportunities abound. Opportunities abound for everybody, especially those who accept them with open heart and with open hands. You can't see much of the Archibald Fountain, but I'll get the statue of Apollo silhouetted against the sky if I can. Don't know if you can see him there, but Apollo is up there, and down the bottom there is his sister, Artemis. Let me see if I can get her as well. Anyway, today I want to have a chat to you about a topic that I've got near and dear to my heart. And I'm going to have a chat to you about an experience, an account that I had a number of years ago, a story that was relayed to me by the daughter of one of Greece's most prolific musical composers, a man who appeared in many Greek movies during the heyday, the golden years of Greek movie production in the 60s and 70s, and his name is George Zambetas. George Zambetas was a phenomenal, a legendary bouzouki player who wrote many scores for the movies and wrote the music to many popular songs that we all grew up with, and songs that we all have dear to our hearts. A number of years ago, my wife, who enjoys singing as a hobby, was in a choir, and still is in the choir, of course. And the choir is called Orpheus, and what they do is every year, pre-COVID of course, every year they dedicate a concert to either a music composer or to a songwriter, and sometimes to a particular singer, depending on what the program is, and then just basically sing a number of songs, up to 30 songs in their concerts. What I was able to learn though is that to publish a song, or to get a song out there in the world, there are three components to it. There's a person who writes the words, in other words the song, the lyrics. There's a person who puts together the music, and there's a person who sings it. So it's a team work. It's a team collaboration. You know, you don't just wake up one day and start singing a song and become a superstar. So Zambetta was the person who put together the music because most of his famous songs are the ones with a bouzouki playing. I'll keep on walking over here actually. So let me talk you about a story. Zambetta was collaborating with a writer for a song, and he was troubled. He just couldn't get the tune out. He just couldn't get the inspiration to get the right tune for the song. And one day he was in a taxi going somewhere. He was always going somewhere because he appeared in over 100 movies. He played at the bouzoukia, and he was the man about town. Everybody wanted to be with Zambetta, Yorgos Zambettas. But on this particular occasion, he was in the back of a taxi, and the taxi had some mechanical problems and was breaking down. And Zambetta was in the back seat. His daughter Katerina recalls and says that as the taxi was driving and labouring with mechanical problems, Zambetta had a moment of inspiration. And just before the taxi broke down completely, Zambetta said to the taxi driver, "Just keep on driving, don't switch off the engine. I'll get out my bouzouki and I'll capture this rhythm and tune." So he opens up his bag, gets out his bouzouki, and as the taxi's going, woo, 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 Zambetta plucks at his strings and gets a tune out, to his amazement and to his happiness. So he quickly rushes to the studio, pens and completes the music, the score to a song, and then rushes it to Aliki Vuyuklaki, because this song was written with Aliki Vuyuklaki in mind, because Aliki was the absolute star of the era. So as the story goes, he went to Aliki and showed her the song. She looked at the lyrics, she looked at the tune, and then she looked at George Zambettas, and she says, "No, I don't want her to sing this song. It's not going to work. It's not going to be a winner." In fact, she said, "Ine chazo, it's a silly song, it's a boring song, it's a dumb song, and it doesn't suit me, and it won't help me with my career." Anyway, Zambetta was dejected. After all that inspiration, after all that hard work, the song that he had in mind for Aliki Vuyuklaki was rejected. And you know how much rejection hurts men, especially Greek men. Anyway, as the story goes, they were in the studio, and there was a lady in the studio as well there on that particular day, and she was little known. She wasn't an A-list singer. She wasn't a singer in her own right. She had married into a singing family, and she was like most singers of the day, female singers. She was just a shadow. She would just be doing harmony. Her name was Marinella, and she was married to Stelios Kazadzidis, one of Greece's most famous voices, but she was his backup singer, his harmony, and as I said before, in his shadow. Anyway, Marinella heard about this song and that Aliki Vuyuklaki had rejected it, and she asked George Zambetta, "Can I sing this song? Can you give me a chance to sing this song?" Zambetta, being dejected and not having any options, said, "Why don't you try it, Marinella? Give it a go." Marinella looked at the lyrics, she sang it, and believe it or not, they recorded the song there and there on that day in the studio, and that song is named Stalia Stalia, and propelled Marinella, the little known, the unknown Marinella. That was the song that propelled her to stardom. Anyway, what's the lesson? The lesson here. The lesson here is that you really need to be in the right place at the right time, but not only be in the right place at the right time, but to grab the opportunity with both hands, to be enthusiastic, because you never know. You never know where it's going to take you. And it took Marinella to the top of the charts, to Aliki Buyuklaki's surprise and of course disappointment at letting another opportunity go. But when you listen to the song Stalia Stalia, remember the tune. Da 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 da. When you hear that tune, remember Zambetta, George Zambetta, the great George Zambetta, was in the back of a taxi and he got inspired for that magical tune by a taxi that was breaking down. So you never know where your inspiration is going to come from either. So that's the story. Let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, and like Marinella, be open to opportunity, be open, and when it comes your way, grab it with both hands, because you never know. You never know where it's going to lead you, but most certainly it's going to allow you to express yourself, to be who you want to be, or to be who you will become. And it's the beauty of life. That's how life works. A door closes for one person and opens for another. Anyway, thank you once again for joining me today on Jim's 5 a.m. Club. Tomorrow I'll come from a different location with a different message, and hopefully we both benefit, we both grow and develop. So from Jim's 5 a.m. Club this morning in Hyde Park, Sydney, I'm signing off and wishing you an awesome day. Yassas. Bye for now.